I mean, you know, we started off, we played a show in Sao Paulo, and we played a show in Curitiba, and it's funny how sometimes everyone told us, all of our friends that play music, they always told us that you come to Brazil, it's going to be amazing, the fans are amazing, and everybody says that, and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll wait. We got there, it was so great that there was a moment where like playing in front of 3,000 people was like playing in front of 20,000 people. Just how much they were into it, and how much they loved it, and how fun they were. It's pretty great. And then we just did it in front of 70,000 people, which is, you know, I still haven't quite processed that.
We've got a great opportunity to meet a lot of fans who have been fans of ours since the beginning. So they've been, you know, I can't tell you how many times we've waited, you know, 17 years for this. So when we feel that energy, when we play the shows, it's unbelievable.
It makes me feel like, do you guys have a phrase in Brazil for, for asshole? I feel like asshole.
Hey Rob, you look good on TV.
That's a sexy guy.
Look at that. Hey, Kyle. Hey, Kyle. Hey.
So, well, just before this latest album, you took a break, like quite long, almost 10 years. Let's say 8 to 10, right?
Well, what happened? After we did our last studio record, then I did a solo record. And we're both entities are big touring entities. So, you know, if we make a record, we tour for a year and a half. I did a solo record, I toured for a year and a half. Then we put out a greatest hits record. It was kind of like an obligation for our record company. We put out a greatest hits record with 6 new songs on it. It had How Far We've Come and some of those songs on it. And then we toured that for a year and a half. Then I did another solo record and toured that for like a year. So to us, it all kind of makes sense, but we didn't realize until we made this record, it was like, oh wow, it has been 10 years since we made that record. But it was only because 5 years ago we were actually on the road, touring all over the world for the greatest hits record.
And is that good for a songwriter? I mean, you get more inspiration, you take your time to write new songs. Is that good? Or
I think it was good for everyone. I mean, these guys both spent a lot of that time, you know, hanging out in Nashville, writing for other people, producing for other people.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, part of it's like a byproduct of success. One of the positive things is you have time to decide when you want to do another record, you know, and I think we've been very fortunate that we haven't had to jump right into the studio. If we feel that we don't have the songs, we feel we have the material yet, then, you know, we need to be inspired. And I think that's, you know, us immersing ourselves into music in a lot of different ways has been really
I feel like everybody would you'd rather wait longer to put out the record that is the right record for you as a band than just put it out because you feel like you have to put out a record. And we did that on our first record. We put out our first record and we toured it for 3 years and it sold like 13 million records. And the record company was very adamant about, you got to get back in, you got to hurry up. And we were like, you know what? No, like we don't know anything about life right now. We've just been on the road for 3 years. We're going to stop. We're going to take a few, you know, like half a year off, and we're just going to live some lives, have something to write about. And that kind of stuck with us. Like that's the idea. Is like we'll make a record when it's ready. We'll make the right record when it's the right record. If it's a bad record, or it doesn't really matter when you make it. If it's a great record, it doesn't matter when you make it. So, you know, you just wait till you got what you think is a good record.
You guys played Jumping Jack Flash. Why?
Why not?
Actually.
Why not? Because if you're playing at Rock in Rio and you can play a Stones song, you do it.
You know, I think like me, we never lose the fact that we're music fans, and realistically, we get a great opportunity to go up there and play in front of all those people. So we get to pretend we're the Stones for one song. I mean, that's kind of fun. We're never going to get that opportunity.
Who doesn't want to play that guitar riff in front of 80,000 people?
Yeah, I mean, Paul, let me ask you, when you played that, did you feel 10 feet tall?
I did. You know what? And then I realized that I started too fast, and Stacey slowed me down, and I was like, but then actually, wait, then I felt like Keith, because that's exactly how that would have happened.
Okay, now I have to ask you, you got tired of carrying all that weight that you should carry when you're a drummer, so now playing guitar is so way easier.
It's so much easier. You know, it's so much easier to set up guitar stuff than it is to set up drums. My God.
He just got tired of people not seeing him. He has a giant ego.
The girls here,
I'm very little.
The girls saying, "Oh, he's cute, he's cute." No, he's not. He could be cute, but he left behind drums.
A gente tem agora uma pergunta da audiência enviada pelo nosso Twitter do Multishow. Olha, a Mesquita _Aline pergunta para o Rob Thomas o segredo para chegar aos 40 com essa saúde. Essa forma, she's asking you, it's a question from the audience, what's your secret to keep this shape and this energy?
Shape?
Sanity.
Yeah.
Shape. Is that like, you mean like fitness? Like
yeah.
It's
like a good shape.
It's all luck, because I was like 50 pounds heavier, and it bothered me. And but like right now, it's insanity. Like you guys, do you have insanity here? You work out like insanity. So it's because it's a workout you can do on your bus. You can do like in your hotel room. You don't have to, you know. So I kind of like started doing that.
I do this.
And beer, then beer.
Yeah.
So like I have a healthy
Beer though, that's the thing is I don't drink beer, I drink wine and it totally works.
I have a healthy balance of beer and insanity.
Pasta for breakfast is what I recommend, actually.
And the heaviest,
Pasta
heaviest
for
the
breakfast?
glass,
That's what
the
you
greater
said,
the
Kyle?
exercise.
Is that what you said?
That's what I
pasta?
said.
For breakfast.
Oh, no,
Very sarcastic when I say
Well,
that.
sure, we're supposed to say it's sex. It's just a lot of sex, like crazy sex. All
I think that sounds good.
Pasta and sex, all right.
Pasta and sex. That's the title of our new record, by the way.
better than pasta and sex.
Guys,
That's our next album title, by the way.
Really?
Pasta and sex. Did you see?
Guys, how comfortable are you guys tonight in terms of regarding the other bands? Because you were playing with artists that, in a way, have similarities with your work, but in many ways don't.
You went out to dinner with Chad last
Yeah,
night?
I saw Chad last night. I'm like, we're friends with the Nickelback guys. I'm friends with John. Like, we opened up for John as a band in Europe for a tour. Like, we have such respect for what they do. I mean, it kind of just makes sense.